So here's my gearbox or steering box sitting in gasoline, soaking, get all the grease off. Basically, I'm just waiting for the kit to show up to rebuild it. It's supposed to be here today, so I want to have this cleaned up and dried and ready to go. I was going to paint it too, but I don't think I'll do that today. Maybe I'll paint it after I get it rebuilt. But I got a couple other things to do in the meantime. But for solvent, I'm just using gasoline. It seems to be the most efficient thing to use these days. So hopefully it comes out clean enough to paint. And so here's where I'm at with cleaning parts. I got a 5-gallon bucket here, about a third full of gasoline. You see gasoline's all black because it's been soaking. Every part I got's been soaking in there most of the day. I took this pitman arm off, or out of the bath, degreased it with that totally awesome stuff to get the gasoline off, then dried it with the heat gun to drive off the moisture. And now before I paint it, I just want to hit it with the wire wheel and clean it up one more time. Well, that cleaned up really nice. It's ready for paint. Look, you see the original GM part number. And then they stamped an L on there. I have no idea why, but I'm guessing, I'm only guessing, maybe because it's a left-hand drive, and if they're made in England or for export overseas, maybe they'd have one with an R on it and flip everything around. I have no idea. I'm just guessing. But keep you posted how it comes along when I get these parts out of the bucket and start cleaning them up. Start reassembling the kit's supposed to arrive today, so hopefully putting this back together soon. So there's the steering box after it's been dipped in gasoline, degreased with totally awesome stuff, degreaser, and then dried with the heat gun. I'm still going to hit it with the wire wheel. I just think it's cool. I don't know if that S means Saginaw, for the Saginaw plant, but I kind of think somebody in 1947 cast this thing and then they machined up pieces. Just interesting to me. And then, of course, there's the seal and the bearing, or bushing rather. It still needs to come out. And I'm not going to take that out until I get the directions that hopefully come with the kit. So that brushed out really nice. It's got a nice shine to it. Before I paint it with the Rust-Oleum, I'll probably hit it with the heat gun just to drive off any moisture. And again, I got to get that bushing out of there. It looks like a seal. Makes me wonder why there's no seal on the other side, on the cover piece. But you know, as soon as the instructions get here, I'll get on top of that. Well, the kit arrived. 2 bearings, 2 bushings, a seal, and 2 gaskets, and a set of instructions, which I've seen these instructions before because they're on the internet. So it's a matter of, do I press down to get it out, or do I press up to get it out? Just not sure which way to go, but I did find the right socket to press it with. I think it's that one there. See, it just fits just bigger, just smaller rather than the bushing itself. So I'm going to bring this up to the press and give it a squeeze and see what happens. You can see the bushing and the seal came out. What's remained, I think this is some kind of retainer. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to press that out. And this is remainder of the seal that's still there. I don't know if you can even see that. The light's not really that good, but I don't know if I should put like an old bushing or put the bushing back in and push it from the other direction. Try to drive this out. So I'm a little confused. Well, I figured I'd do this in the basement. It's really cold in the garage with the press. But I'll try it with this this puller that I bought for the other bushing. See if it'll pull that retainer out. Well, there it is. It's out. Now before I put everything back together, I want to paint this. So I'm going to set up a little paint area and get a couple coats of paint on this before I move forward, before I put it together. Another cold day in the garage, but I got the bushing lined up to go into this housing cover. I'm going to try to press it in with the vise here with one hand. Seems to be going in pretty well. You know what though? I hope I'm not damaging right here. Needs to be going in relatively easy. what I did is I put the bushing in the freezer for a little while, and the housing was downstairs in the basement where it's warm. I'm going to need 2 hands on this. I'm going to put this down. It seems to be as far as it goes. It seems like it bottomed out. I'm going to pull it out and take a quick peek. Looking down there, that seems to be about as far as it was before. But I don't know. I don't remember it sticking out like that. You know what? I'm going to go find the old one and see how long it was. So there's the original next to it. The original was actually shorter. So I guess worst case scenario, I could just trim this off with the cutting wheel or something. If I need to cut it at all, you know, maybe it just fits with it sticking out. Who knows? So I'm going to move forward and try to put the one in the housing along with the seal. Now, a note on the seal. That's the metal retainer, or is that part of the old seal? There's the old seal I peeled out of there. I don't think that fits inside. This is a new seal. I don't think the new seal is made to go inside of this. They seem to be the same size. So maybe this piece here just gets eliminated. But I think first things first is I'll get the bushing in and then deal with the seal. Well, I got the bearing and the seal pressed in, but something is definitely wrong here. I flip this over. I put some assembly lube on this already. And I put it in, and you would think it would just slide right in and pop out. It kind of bottoms out. That's about as far as it goes. And it does not turn freely. So I'm thinking I did something really, really bad here, pressing that thing in. You can see only some of the splines are showing. What I did is I took the pitman arm and I put it on, and I put the nut on, and I tried to, you know, draw it up, and it doesn't want to come through. Now I remember when I took it out, you know, it just takes a couple taps with a piece of wood and it comes out. But it does not go through. So I tried putting it in from this side just to see if it goes. And it doesn't go, and it doesn't turn. So now I'm wondering, what am I doing wrong here? What have I done wrong? And if I screwed it up, did I ruin that bushing that's in there? And do I have to put the old one back in? Maybe that's my solution. Makes me wonder, where is the old one? It's got to be around here somewhere. Anyways, I think I'll wrap up this video for now. And as I move forward, or if I ever move forward, because remember, I've got the spare from the old 48 Chevy frame. If I got to use that, I'll use that. So, thanks for watching. If you got any suggestions, let me know.